Since the explosion of the crop circle phenomenon in the late 1980s, much research has been done to try and unravel the answers to this intriguing and indeed controversial subject. Are they signs from unearthly sources? Are they just a natural yet unknown enigma? Or just fabricated art forms made by human hands? Researcher Rob Martins has been investigating crop circles since the early 1990s, and I've travelled with him on many field trips to witness myself these strange yet incredible pictograms that appear predominantly in the fields of southern England.
We're actually at the Beckhampton pictograms, which I think are about 4 or 5 days old. Right, this is the shape of this pictogram that we're in now, as you can see. This one again I would have thought appeared on the same night as the one we were in up at the top, maybe 3 or 4 days old.
In this film, Rob explains some of his findings, talks about his ongoing work with the phenomenon, and shows samples from the 2009 crop circle season.
Just a quick run through of some crop circle samples from the 2009 season, back last summer. Just to point out here, I've got some examples of normal standing crop, which is these pieces here, to show you how the crop will be standing before the crop circle turns up. And then to the right we've got samples from 2 crop circles here of the crop after the crop circle's formed. What you're seeing on this sample down here is the crop. It's been bent, okay, and here you've got a few samples that I put together. And the reason I did this was to show that it's almost as if the crop's been programmed to bend into a certain angle. There's lots of pieces that all bent at this angle, but over quite a broad area. These 2 samples here are kind of showing, because some people have pointed out, and it's true, that phototropism can cause crop to bend, and that tends to happen when the crop's been downed, say by natural means or by humans, and the crop head, or from the first node to the head, will tend to creep up back towards the light. Yeah, so you can pretty much know that that's phototropism and it's natural. It's it's the plant trying to come back up towards the light to do photosynthesis and stuff. Yeah, but these 2 pieces here, you got the crop and it's bent and it's going back down again. So we can pretty much eliminate that it's phototropism, so there's something very, very odd going on there. The other thing to point out is, some people might not know, but the nodes, these points where the bends are, they're not bent and then they've gone loose. It's like they've been completely reset at a new angle. So if I do that, it's springy, it's been reset. So we're talking about overnight, thousands and thousands of pieces of crop inside the crop circle in a geometric pattern have been completely, the nodes have been reset into this new position. Okay.
So we're near Alton Barnes, we're just going up to Adam's grave, have a look around with Rob, see what we can find here.
So you can see it here. So Woodborough Hill is the hill in the distance with the trees on top, and then you've got, this is Eastfield. We're going up to between Golden Ball Hill and Knapp Hill. People have had sort of apparently strange experiences up at Golden Ball Hill and between Knapp Hill. It's a bit undefined what that is, but we're going to go up and have a look. In the rapeseed field, with the yellow in it, you can see just see the remnants of the crop circle from last year. So they leave the imprint for many months. So this is the mine headdress crop circle, as they call it, from July the 5th, I think it was, 2009 at Silbury Hill. Huge formation. You can't really see here, but there's a person standing right at the bottom, so it's a very large formation. Okay, so you walked into this, and the first thing you do is you want to know if it's a human-made crop circle or if it's the genuine phenomena. And contrary to what the press and the media tell people, yeah, there is definitely a real phenomena. And one of the things you look for is human-made crop circles tend to have the stems have been kind of broken. You know, they're bent over, but they're kind of crimped and broken. They're still intact, but if you pick up the crop, it's loose, so it's been trampled down. And real crop circles, the crop's actually still springy, but it's been laid down flat at a 90-degree angle. Okay, this is a good example of a 90-degree bend in a real crop circle. So you can see here it's bent near to 90 degrees, and that is springy. So what's happened is the node has been affected and it's reset into a new angle, okay, overnight. If you look at this one here, that's very unnatural. You've got a zigzag bend in that one. You see that? Been bent to a zigzag, it's still springy. Yeah, and that doesn't happen to crop, it's not a natural phenomenon, okay? And just to point out that some of what I'm saying is not conclusive, because we'll be going back out again in the summer and trying to kind of find out more and ascertain you know, more details, cross-verify what we're finding. Okay. So what I did as a tester, I had an idea. I heard that Levingood was suggesting that the crop circles had a form of microwave energy used in their creation. So what I did is I took some samples from a genuine crop circle, which is the Mayan headdress crop circle at Silbury Hill. And what I did, I had a piece of crop, this is an example, that was one piece, and the node points, these hard knuckles, yeah, had already shrunken down quite small. So when I originally found this sample, the knuckles had expanded, yeah, so they'd been affected by an energy source. The knuckles were quite swollen, and it had gone down to this size. So what I did is I got this sample here, I cut it in half, okay, I put this sample into my microwave and decided to heat it for 40 seconds on high power. Didn't know what to expect, took the sample out, and amazingly the node expanded back out again to the way it was when I first found it in the crop circle. So this is the same stem, been cut in half, one half in the microwave, and this is the original sample. And you can see there that the node expanded out again. So that is, although that's not particularly scientific, that is suggesting, yes, there is a possibly microwave energy has been used in the creation of some crop circles. Yeah.
The interesting feature down here, if you look down, is that you've got a stone in the ground and the corn's actually gone, when it's laid down flat, it's gone around it as opposed to over the top of it. It's quite a nice feature.
That's the fake one I was talking about, something like that one. Actually really well done. It's like a basket weave pattern. Really looking forward to the 2010 season. There should be crop circles appearing in rapeseed plant in the next sort of couple of weeks. Plenty more questions to ask, and plenty of evidence to try and gather, to sort of show people that there's a lot more to it than the media would suggest, and there really is a lot more to it.